It's been a really exciting week for your Neverland guides with all the new technology Disney has launched. If you purchased the Genie Plus service for your trip, this video will walk you through the basics of how to book Genie Plus selections, as well as offer some tips that might be helpful to you. Two things before we start. For the app to work properly, be sure to turn on Bluetooth and enable location services, and make sure you have downloaded the most current version of the app on your phone before you leave home. Now let's get that Genie out of the lamp. There are two tabs that appear at the top of your screen, My Day and Tip Board. Let's look at what's on the My Day tab. From here, you can explore Lightning Lane options and see recommended attractions along with their forecasted wait times, why the app is recommending a certain attraction for you, and extra features like audio tales. The Tip Board is where you will spend most of your time navigating the day. Here, I am pulling down on the screen to refresh it. This is an important tip to remember. The times you see for the Genie Plus Lightning Lanes are dynamic, meaning they change frequently. Refreshing your screen often may help you find availability that wasn't there before or may help you find a better time. To select a Lightning Lane pass, find the ride you want to book and click on Book Experience. Notice at the middle of the screen it gives you your return time. Select the people you want to participate and click Continue. Remember, your whole party does not have to have the same pass. Then you'll go back to the My Day page, where you can scroll through to see some recommendations. Here I've clicked on Why This, that tells us more information about this ride. And you'll see your Lightning Lane reservation time. You can also see forecasted wait times. This will help you predict when a good time will be for you to get to an attraction. You'll also see the standby wait time listed. In general, if a ride wait time is less than 30 minutes, jump in line. If you don't have a Lightning Lane booked and the return time for that ride is 5 or 10 minutes away, book the Lightning Lane and then book another one once you've scanned into the Lightning Lane entrance. Now that we're back over on the tip board, you'll notice that the top pick selections I made when I set up my day with the Genie are listed first in alphabetical order. I like this because it keeps you from having to scroll through all the rides every time. Don't forget that you can only book one reservation at a time. The best way to get the most out of Genie Plus would be to make your first Lightning Lane reservation as early as possible, at 7 a.m., because you can book another one as soon as you scan into your first ride of the day. There is an exception to having more than one reservation at a time. Let's say it's 10 a.m. and you book a reservation for Splash Mountain's Lightning Lane for 6 p.m. You can book another Lightning Lane, but not until 120 minutes after you book the one for 6 p.m. This way you're not waiting all day to be able to book another pass, and you can technically be holding two passes at one time. The system doesn't remove a ride from your top picks list, so there may be times when you want to adjust your preferences. You can click on Edit Selections at the top of the screen and choose New Ones, and the app will give you a new set of recommendations on the tip board. You may only choose 8 as a maximum number of rides, but you do not have to have 8 chosen. Here, you may notice that Big Thunder Mountain had a later return time of 12:25 earlier in the video, but now that I've refreshed the screen again, it's 10 minutes earlier. So don't be afraid to keep refreshing your screen, and don't be afraid to adjust your plans. If something says there are no more times available for Lightning Lane passes, keep trying. They might come back later in the day. Having your top choices in the top picks list will help you find your optimal times more quickly with less scrolling. Next, you can see what is available for dining options, and you can even book dining reservations if they are available. So it's a good idea to check here if there was something that you really wanted that we weren't able to book in advance. You might get lucky. It's important to note that you can only select a Lightning Lane return time once per attraction. If you schedule something and change your mind, or you're running behind and you're not going to make your reserved time, you must cancel your reservation. If you miss a return time, you cannot book that attraction again using a lightning lane because the system considers you to have already used it. Or if you decide that you want to change your lightning lane reservation to a different ride, you can't modify your existing selection. You have to cancel the one you have first to book a new one. This does pose some risk of losing what you had and not being able to get what you're hoping to get, so keep that in mind. To cancel, you have to go to your My Day section. As you can see, this cannot be done from the tip board screen. You will need to click on My Day. Scroll down to find the reservation that you want to cancel. Click Cancel and confirm. You can then go back to your tip board to book a new one, or you can use the Book Lightning Lane entry section found at the top of the screen. If you have the Park Hopper feature added to your park ticket, you can book Lightning Lane passes for another park. Remember that, at this time, park hopping begins at 2 p.m., so you will need to book your selections in another park after 2 p.m. The app doesn't know that you are planning to visit another park, so it will only show the options for the park you are in. You will need to click on the Change Park at the top and choose your park from the pop-up menu. You will then see the available options in the park you are hopping to and can book your selections accordingly. Last, let's review how to purchase a Lightning Lane individual attraction selection. These are the 2 rides in each park that are not included with the Genie Plus service and are options you can purchase individually. Click on My Day and then switch to your tip board. Scroll down to the list of the rides that are available to purchase. Here you will see what the cost is. It varies by ride and by date. Click on the Purchase button and you will see that you can choose your time. If you don't like the time pre-selected for you, scroll across the top to choose a new one. Then click through the series of steps until your purchase is complete. Be aware that once you purchase your pass and select your time, that is your time. You cannot change it or modify it or cancel it. So make sure you know what you want before you make your purchase. Also, you do not have to purchase Genie Plus to be able to purchase the individual Lightning Lane passes. Having a purchase pass does not interfere with your ability to book other reservations using Genie Plus. If you are staying at a Disney Resort hotel, you can purchase your Lightning Lane individual selections beginning at 7 a.m. If you are an off-site guest, you can purchase them when the park you are attending opens. These will have limited availability and can sell out, so if you want to purchase them, be sure to do so at your earliest opportunity. You can only purchase 2 Lightning Lane passes per day and can make one selection in one park and another in a different park if you have a Park Hopper ticket. Don't forget that attractions will continue to offer a traditional standby queue or a virtual queue where available to maximize flexibility. Rides for both the Genie Plus and individual attraction selections are subject to availability and may change. We hope you have a fantastic adventure.